Yeah. Do we have Nupur? Hi. Looking so nice and bright. How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm amazing as well. So lovely to have you.
It is so nice to be here. I was listening in. Good evening, everyone. I think the best way to explain this is my platform of hope. The first time I came via Instagram, and I was really stuck. I'd compartmentalized my life so much, and I'd pick up, say, work, and then something else would fall apart, and then I'd run to fix something, and something else would fall apart. And I was doing these meditations for an hour up to 3 hours, but I'd walk out of a meditation, and then something would happen that would really like rattle me, whether it was relationships that was so challenging. I was constantly feeling triggered. Neha, you'll remember this. I think, one of the first words that I had said to you is that I'm constantly feeling like I'm in some kind of threat. So the fear was of another level altogether. And like you mentioned, we of course did our one-on-one healings, and a huge impact of that was there was a shift in three of my core relationships that were causing a lot of turmoil, self doubt. There was a lot of internal anger and resentment. And it was spilling over to a lot of my work, and I didn't realize it. And the beautiful journey of karma healing over the last 6 months, of course, culminated into this karma healing practitioner program. And I don't think one cannot thank you enough how you have simplified the modalities after doing healings for 20 years, right? The simplification of it and how impactful it is when you sit through those sessions. It is like this huge, enormous shift that happens in your perspective, in your belief system, how we sometimes come in our own way, and the alignment that happens, right, in terms of solution finding. Otherwise, it's like you're driving and there's a blind spot. So you're always banging into something, or something is banging into you. And
Yes.
this kind of just lifts the veils. And you were talking about manifestation. And I think this is exactly what I was feeling 6 months ago. I'm not being able to manifest anything on the health front. I was binge eating. I could sleep for 14 hours, but I would not wake up rested. And on day one of the Karma Healing workshop, I slept so I mean, it was so peaceful. So there is not one, I think, benefit that we can get. It is, of course, very empowering. It is very simple. It is a complete breakdown of, the belief system that we have in our conscious mind. But the
Yes.
brilliant part is how we go beyond the logical mind. And I
Yes.
think that tapping into that and that feeling of secure, the fear just goes. So I'd wake up with doom. How do I approach this day? And that doesn't happen anymore. Like I
Anymore.
can be unwell, there can be a crisis, but the suffering is gone. I
Yeah.
think at one particular point, even if there's discomfort, you have the tools available. The relationships are easier, your communication improves, your belief system, like I'm finally have hope. I think I had reached a point, Neha, where I was like, I don't even want a desire to manifest,
I
because
know that
come
means, yeah. Yes. I
with it
understand.
will come disappointment. And I came to you and I was like, I don't want any more disappointment in my life. But here
Yes.
it just opens up all those channels, right?
Yes.
And there is, like I said, no one benefit. It's multiple layers. I think in the course of the workshop, I pulled out my file today. We dealt with so many of our layers, little by
Yes.
little by little. And it's really like you come out feeling like you're an actual flower that is like bloomed. And that is the most beautiful feeling, I think, to live with, and to think that I've been like running around in circles for 20 years. So thank you so much for bringing this modality into my life, to be able to
So
have me here.
I
And
I I remember, Nupur, you remember that you were in double minds, and I told you first of all, before even enrolling for this, I want you to do one exercise. Don't pay money before that. And then I gave you this exercise, and after that, I told you that only if you get a particular answer, I'll take you on board because I want you to benefit the most out of it. I don't want you to go in circles like you're going in for 20 years.
That was amazing. And I'm so glad, by
Yeah,
the way, that it was like, I think it took me 3 seconds to even list in my head, like pros and cons.
once, yes.
And the tools are so applicable, right, in
No.
daily
And
living.
true. That is what, I mean, the whole of your batch and most of the batches say this thing that, मैम हम करते क्या है, क्यों इतना सिंपली इतने प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो रहे हैं, हम कर क्या रहे हैं? रेकी में ये होता है, आकाशिक में ये होता है, थीटा में ये होता है, प्राणिक में ये होता है, एक्सेस बार में ये होता है, हम ये सब करते हैं. तो do you, like, I understand when you say that we cannot pinpoint it because it's so much about being than doing, right? So that's where the biggest difference about karma healing is, where you come into that being where the alignment happens the most.
So, and I have to say that, like, because I was struggling with health, with sleep, with relationships and work, I was only working for free. I was only helping everybody. And here any quote, say quotation that I'd give for work, everyone would try to negotiate. And the same people, like the shift is within you, but the same people come back with gratitude to say, this is so exciting. I can't wait to get started. So even someone today mentioned whether it's healing for yourself or healing for others, I don't think it empowers all the other modalities as well. And how you approach life. I think this is the best gift that I have given myself, thanks to you. And I am so, so forever indebted. Anyone have any specific questions, Neha? I'd be absolutely happy to answer them, because
Yes, yes,
the
yes.
simplicity of aligning with the energies and working on all aspects of your life, the effortlessness of living, and the impossibility. Life is feeling so impossible. That just shifts. It goes, and you don't even have to do anything about
You
it.
don't
I
have
think
to do anything. You just have to be. That's the catch over here.
so.
And it's
Thank
so
you so
you.
much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm so glad. And did you feel that 5 days were not enough to learn all this, implement and rock your, like, the whole thing?
No, I think it was amazing. The structure could not be more perfect, because I think all the aspects were covered. We did our little bit of homework. So I think 5 days was actually absolutely perfect. And then, of course, there are those follow up calls that we have.
All of us.
And I
Yeah.
want to say this, because I found you on Instagram, and because, the doubt and fear is such a big part of our perception, like we feel we need to do it. The earning of the trust, like, why Neha? And for me, of course, I managed to build my relationship with you in the last 6 months. But this modality and your experience and how you brought the experience was so impactful. The no frill part of it, there was no patronizing problems or the magnitude, or nothing was too big or too small. And the factual, it was so simple and factual, that I think earned my trust, because the results and the shift were instant. So I think that's why, Neha, like, I'm so grateful to have you as a mentor and a guide to be able to share this. I'm getting goosebumps even just sharing this. From something that I saw on Instagram to something that I am so grateful for and hold so close in my heart. Thank you so much for that.
I,
And
I always,
I hope,
I
like, I've been listening in since yesterday, and I really hope it's so. There was Shipra, and I think there was Monica, and all these wonderful people already experiencing such beautiful things. I really hope wherever you have the opportunity, please allow this in your life. I think as just a gift that we give ourselves, and then can take, of course, forward, because it is a practitioner program. To help so many more people, that would be amazing.
yes, yes, very true. So such a lovely sharing. Do you also feel supported by your buddies in the group that you did your karma healing with?
Yeah, I think how it comes together, we distort. Karma is itself such a black hole, and it becomes a lame excuse for things not working out in your life,
Exactly, you said it.
right? And then after this program, there's no excuse for things not working in your life. You're in complete control, and the group, that's also karmic, right? How we come together as a group. It was a beautiful group. We had, we did healing, cross healing. There is that support that comes through. So it's a community. that you're building for support, and that's the beautiful part as well.
Yes, yes. There's so much of support always over there, and I see how you people are so bonded and all of it.
It's
So
lovely.
lovely, so wonderful. Thank you so much, Nupur. Thank you so much. As Nupur has been so kind and has offered her, herself to answer all the questions you may have. Please go ahead. If you have any questions, you can personally also message her, or if you need the number from contact number. Is it okay, Nupur, if somebody needs your
Please, I
number?
would love to. I would just love to share specific questions, how it worked for me. I'd love to.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Wonderful. Great. So I will ask my team to, probably if anybody asks for your number, they'll just get in touch with you.
I'd
Again,
be
thank you so much, Nupur. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Lovely,
Lots of
lovely.
love, lots of gratitude. Thank you so much. So blessed.
We have one more. Neha is also here. She was saying hi to you. She's also a practitioner. Hi, Neha. Lovely to have you as well.